What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am bringing you my updated 2025 What's in the Bag. We're gonna take a deep dive at what is in this golf bag, what I like about it, what I love about it, and everything in between. The last What's in the Bag I posted was a little bit over a year ago, so it's about time that you guys know what's in this bag. As usual, link in the description below for 20% off Rhoback if you're a first time buyer. Best gear in the game. Make sure to check it out. We're out here today at Sea Pines. They just aerated the range, but normally this stuff is looking pristine. And yeah, there's gonna be a lot of content coming to you guys from this golf course, from these two golf courses. And then once Harbor Town opens back up in November, it's gonna be sick. We're gonna be able to get some sick content and I'm excited for the future. We're gonna work our way up, go from putter to driver. And then after that, we'll dive through the bag, talk about some of the extra little things. And then after that, we're gonna go through and hit every club and my stock yardages with those clubs. And just talk a little bit more about every club and give you guys some more information. Starting off with the putter. You guys might not know, but I am signed with Lab. I've been using the DF3 now for, what do you think, Riley? Like 2 months, I would say, and it has for sure been the winner. Now I know the Lab guys are gonna get mad at me because you're not supposed to put lead tape on your Lab putters. There's some reasoning there, I don't really know, but yeah, they'll be mad at me. I'm actually visiting Oregon next week. The next YouTube video I come out with, we're visiting Lab headquarters and we got some good stuff coming your way, so stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, just a standard DF3 lead tape smeared all across the bottom. I started putting really well. In my last YouTube video, if you guys watched, I switched to the claw grip and this putter has been working pretty well. You know, it's weird for me to say that I have been putting better than anything else. It's unusual for me. It's the most consistent part of my game, but that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We'll find the swing eventually and that'll all come back, but the putter is there. We got a Super Stroke 2.0 Tour. I think this is a Zenergy Tour. Not really sure, but I like it a lot. It's smaller, it's not quite as big as the other Super Stroke grips, and it just fits my hand a little bit better, easy to claw, gets the job done. That's the putter. Also, code BEN10 for 10% off any Lab putter of your choosing on lab.com. Let's get into the wedges. I got the rusted, these things are sick. I got the staff model rusted Wilson wedges. Love them. I mean, they're really pretty. Honestly, I had the regular staff model wedges before, but the rusted just adds it just adds a tour feel to it, you know? There's no glare. These were a limited edition. I'm actually not sure if they're still even available on their website. You could check, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I snagged some. I got a 60 degree and 6 degrees of bounce. I have a 54 degree and 8 degrees of bounce and a 50 degree and 8 degrees of bounce. We got the dynamic gold, just standard spinner shafts. I tried going to heavier, extra stiff shafts in my wedges quite a while back. It doesn't do it for me. I feel like you lose too much touch around the greens. We got the standard wedge shafts. And also, all the grips on all my clubs are the Super Stroke Revel grips. Just signed with Super Stroke. Love these things. They're very new. I actually am in a commercial with them, which is a first for me. First time ever being in a commercial. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. It airs on Golf Channel quite a bit, so just stay tuned and look around for a Super Stroke commercial. You might see my ugly mug on there. On to the irons now. I'm just gonna bring out my 7-iron, but these are actually the same as my last What's in the Bag over a year ago, which normally clubs don't last in my golf bag for over a couple months, so this is quite the feat. We have Wilson staff model blades in the pitching wedge through 7-iron, and then we have the Wilson staff model cavities in 6-iron through 4-iron. So I got a little bit of a combo set going on, but you know, I just don't think I can look down at a blade 4-iron and trust that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for me. I'm not quite good enough of a ball striker to use blades through the bag, and arguably shouldn't even be using blades at all, but I just really like looking down at the thinner top line, especially 7-iron and below, and I can handle that. So I have dynamic gold 120 X100s, so these are basically just the same as the regular X100s, but they're 10 grams lighter. I actually probably should be in the regular X100s just to lower my ball flight out a little bit. I tend to hit the ball a little bit too high, and these being a little bit lighter, I'm not sure why I haven't changed that, but we'll change it probably pretty soon. That'll be the next change I make to this bag most likely. Like I said, Super Stroke Revel grips on everything. I do go logo down. I just like looking down at a simple, you know, simple. They're really good though. I forgot to mention on the grips as well, they are mid-size, and I went an extra wrap underneath the right hand to taper it out so that it doesn't, you know, get too skinny down there. And it just helps me not flip my hands quite as much. It probably doesn't. One wrap probably doesn't do much, but mentally it does, I guess. The pitching wedge through 5-iron is standard loft, and they're all standard lies as well. I don't do anything to the lies on any of my clubs. And then I make the 4-iron 1 degree stronger because of this club right here. And this one is a pride and joy of mine. You guys have seen lots of viral videos with this club, I can guarantee you that. This is my Wilson 2-iron, 18 degrees of loft. I make the 4-iron 1 degree stronger so that the gapping isn't quite as crazy from the 4 to the 2, because it is kind of a big gap. It's the biggest gap in my bag for sure. I carry the 4 around 225 and I carry carry the two around 245 to 255. So yeah, it is quite the gap, but this club is my favorite. It can never leave the bag, just off the nostalgia alone and how many videos I've created with this Wilson 2-iron. I actually had the same shaft in my last year Wilson 2-iron model, but yeah, the staff model Wilson 2-iron, 18 degrees of loft. This shaft is called the Tour AD Graphite Design 95X. Last year I went with the 105X. This year I have the 95, so just a little bit lighter. If I want to step on it, get a little bit more speed, I can do that. But yeah, you guys have probably seen this orange shaft quite a bit on your feed from my end. It's insane how many videos end up like going viral with this 2-iron. I mean, it was probably one of the greatest birdies of my life in the last Pause to Pro, that I hit this thing from 305 to like 6 feet after losing a ball and making birdie. It was probably the best birdie of my life, and that was with this club. A lot of you guys didn't even believe that I hit it 305. It was downwind, elevation, in the rough, all that. But it's still like, you hit this club well, you're gonna bomb it. Now we're on to the 3-wood. I go from 4-iron to 2-iron to 3-wood. I only have one other wood in my bag other than my driver. I have the Wilson Carbon. Forgot to clean the bottom of the face there, but yeah, this thing is absolutely money. It's 15 degrees of loft, kept it at standard. I have the Ventus TR 8X. Love this shaft. I had the Ventus red last year, and this one's the Ventus blue. Just a little bit lower launching. The red was a little too high for me, and in really smooth feeling. I can still swing at it quite a bit, and it's not gonna spin too much. Really like this club. I don't hit 3-wood too much, but when I do hit this, it's been pretty successful this year. So you need to have a 3-wood you love. That's very important. Now on to the big stick, which usually is my friend. Right now, we're in a little bit of an argument, but that's okay. It's actually changed a couple times in the last week as well, but this one has been the one I've used for the majority of the last couple months, I would say. So I'll show you guys this. It's the Wilson Carbon. Now Wilson makes the Max, which is their most forgiving, the Carbon, and then the LS, which is the least forgiving. And the Carbon is somewhere in the middle. The LS for me, I love it, I can bomb it, but I just, you know, the mishits. It's just not quite as good as this one with the mishits. And the Max, I actually tried last week for the first time, gamed it a little bit, so forgiving. If you're struggling right now with an over-the-top golf swing and you're fading your driver too much, or you're losing your driver too much off the map to the right, I would recommend getting the Wilson Max Dynapower, because it's insanely draw bias, almost too draw bias. That's probably the reason it didn't stick in my bag, is because I was just having too easy of a time turning the ball over. But yeah, this is the perfect middle ground. Wilson Carbon, 9 degrees, down to 8 degrees of loft. I have the Ventus 7X black, this year's model as well. I've had a Ventus black in my driver shafts now for like 4 years, literally 4 years. Now I've changed which make and models of them, but I've had the Ventus black consistently in my bag for quite some time. That's the bag. We just went through all 14 clubs right there for you guys. Let's go on to some of the extra fun stuff. Gotta talk about the head covers. I almost forgot about the head covers. This one speaks for itself. Look at that logo. Thomas got me this. Never even got to play the golf course, but that's just like the sickest logo I've ever seen.
You will this fall. I
will this fall, yeah. But yeah, I love that 3-wood head cover, and he said, oh, there it goes. There it goes, guys. Well, we need to order new clubs now. And then the story with this head cover, it is the 110th VSGA Amateur Championship at Boonesboro. It's got the VSGA logo up there. I don't live in Virginia anymore. That was, how many years ago? This was 2023, so a little over 2 years ago now. This is the tournament that I started the Pause. This head cover is near and dear to my heart, and it's a little souvenir I got from that tournament, so I'm just gonna keep it on my driver until I stop pausing. But, you know, that's a cool little story about the head cover. I love the head cover game. Obviously these labs are kind of funky, so I got the regular lab putter head cover, which I really like. It's really well made and it's pretty sturdy. So now we're getting on to the extra fun stuff. We got the head covers and clubs settled. Alignment sticks, I got the Super Stroke alignment stick head cover, and then funny enough, I have just a Ventus shaft as one of my alignment sticks, and then a regular alignment stick for my other one. This kind of just is also just used as an extra, just in case I ever like accidentally break my driver shaft or something like that, and it's just kind of a flex to lay this on the ground, or I don't know. It's fun. It's good fun. And realistically, the only reason it's in there is because I lost the other alignment stick I have, so I just haven't gotten a new one, but it serves the same purpose. They're both straight lines. This thing, obviously, I think I can thank iRange Sports for the thousands of videos I've filmed with this stick. This thing has lasted me now, I think it's been over 3 years, because I've been doing social media for a little bit over 3 years, and I reached out to them about when that started, so, and it's been the same one. I haven't had to change it out. You just stick it in the ground, stick your phone on it, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I even have the iRange thing on the back of my phone at all times. Yeah, so that's in the bag. It's always in the bag. You're never gonna not see me with my iRange stick. It is just the easiest tripod ever and the greatest invention of all time. Now we're on to the ball. I play the Wilson staff model regular ball. They have the staff model and the staff model X, which I've tried both of them. The X is a little bit more of a firm feel, goes a little higher, spins a little more. I don't need that. I need a lower flight with less spin just because I already launched the ball so high. So this ball is perfect for me and I love it. I've been playing it for the last year and a half now. Zero complaints, durability is great, performance is fantastic, and the speed is sneaky good as well. Mini brush, I keep that on the side by Groove It. I used to have a Groove It regular that like squirts the water, but this just became a little too big, so now I keep this little one. Just a little sleeker. I keep that on the side of the bag. I use the pinned rangefinder. There will be a link in the description below if you want to get yourself one of these rangefinders. I have it in red, matches the Wilson bag. You gotta go with red. And they also have speakers, they have the caddy, a ton of things that can stick on your cart. I love working with pinned, and these rangefinders are really good. Like I said, link in the description below. What else do I have? I don't need to show them that. Glove, Wilson, staff model, squeaky white, love that. I have some fantastic tees, but I'm not gonna go through and show you guys them. I have fantastic tee collection, honestly. I really do, because I never use my really good tees from really good golf courses. I'm weird about that. I keep them in there, like cream ones or the black ones. I never use any of the really good tees I have from good courses. So I have a lot of super nice tees loaded up in there. I always keep some lead tape just in case of emergency. Seemed to work out pretty well for this lab. I put tons of lead tape on the bottom of that before the second round of the Mickelson Invitational and just putted insanely well. So it does pay off having this lead tape. I recommend all of you guys mess around with some lead tape in your clubs. You might find that you like it. I guess that's it as far as the bag is concerned, isn't it? Wow, look at that. We're done. I'm a towel guy. I mean, any golfer who has played any competitive golf in their life at any level is a towel guy. They like collecting towels. They might not want to admit it. It's a must. So any towel I have, yeah, I have a ton of different ones and I switch them out whenever they get too disgusting. And the bag itself, obviously a Wilson bag. Gotta go with the red. Standard Wilson colors, classic. Love the bag, it's easy to carry. I carried it all 3 rounds of the Mickelson Invitational, super long walk at elevation, and it was super light and easy to carry, so that's pretty important for me as well. And I like it, it's sleek, it gets the job done. Straps feel good. All right, we dove through the bag. Now we gotta get to the stock yardages and start hitting some shots. All right, 60 degree, usually around 98 to 100 yards carry. 54 degree stock is 115 carry. 50 degree stock is 126 carry. Pitching wedge stock is 140 carry. 9-iron stock is about 156 carry. My 8-iron usually carries around 172. Seven-iron usually carries around 186 yards. I'm trying to think about it. It's like, it changes. Like I just played in Denver 2 days ago and the ball was going a million yards. In the tournament in Canada, elevation was 2,500. And I was playing all my clubs like 15 yards further. So, but in Hilton Head, the ball doesn't go very far. It's a little more, you know, it's obviously 0 sea level. The highest part on Hilton Head is 28 feet, and that makes a lot bigger difference than I thought before moving here. Six-iron usually carries around 198 yards. Five-iron usually carries around 210. Four-iron usually carries around 225. A little chunky, never killed anyone. 2-iron, like I said, anywhere from 240 to 255. Three-wood, anywhere from 255 to 270, 275. Grand finale driver, usually around 300 yards. Some days might be a little less. Some days might be a little more. Little baby fade. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's a wrap for our 2025 updated what's in the bag. We got the lab video coming next. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that bell. Don't miss out on any videos I post. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.